Not good. Not good. So for those of you that didn't watch yesterday's vlog, I went to the gym yesterday. And I also said at the end of yesterday, I've got a feeling when I wake up tomorrow morning, I'm not going to be able to walk. And so far, I mean, I can walk, just not very well. But I'm not going to complain too much, I'm just going to get on with today's training. Long sleeves top on today because it's a little colder outside today. So like I said, it's a little bit colder today, but it's still an absolutely awesome day. There's hardly any wind, the road's dry, we're having fun. So the plan today is to do 2 hours with about 30 minutes spent in zone 3, but I think I'm just going to see how the legs loosen up. So I'm about 30 minutes into this ride, the legs have loosened up nicely, so hopefully I can complete today's session as planned. I ended up on this road once. It's the A1 in Bedfordshire. Never again. That's an hour of riding done. Just about to start the zone 3 now. Still feeling pretty good. Let's go. Just finished that zone 3 tempo interval. The power was slightly down today, but after how I was feeling this morning, I'm pleased to get that session done today. Stop off at Co-op on the way home because I've run out of milkshake. Really good ride today, solid 2 hours in the bank. So all season long, after a training session, I'll come home and I'll have a recovery shake. But sometimes during the winter, I just get a little bit sick of having the protein drinks every single day. So sometimes I opt for a milkshake. Arguably, it's probably not as good and as effective because it's not a nutritional drink, but it's basically the same thing. So I've just uploaded my ride from today up onto Strava. I put all my rides on Strava. If you want to check out my Strava account, the link is in the description of every single video. So if you want to see what training I'm doing on a daily basis, head over to Strava. It's interesting to see because I do 30-minute zone 3 intervals all the time, like at least once a week, so I know bang on what my heart rate normally is, what power I normally sit at for that 30-minute duration. And after today's ride, I'm looking back at my data and I notice how my power is slightly down what it normally is and my heart rate is slightly higher than what it normally is. Now because my power is down but at the same time my heart rate is higher than it normally is, this leads me on to think it's one of 2 reasons. Reason 1 will be that I'm still ill, therefore I can't produce as much power as I normally do, and when you're ill your heart rate is often higher for doing the same intensity. Or reason number 2, which is just a slight lack in fitness. Now personally I think it's reason number 2. Physically I feel perfect again, but this is probably the first relatively high intensive ride I've done in probably 2 or 3 weeks. So my body's just starting to get used to that high intensity again, therefore the first few sessions of high intensity training. Now zone 3 is not of that high intensity, but you know what I mean. It's more intensive than just rolling around doing no intervals whatsoever. So the first few rides back of doing some specific training, my power's probably not going to be there and my heart rate, because I am slightly less fit than I was, my heart rate's going to be higher.
Showing Casper. Casper was making some really weird noises.
Drawn the short straw today and doing the food shopping. However, the other side to doing the food shopping is it's right next to the cafe. Are you for a flat white, please? Yeah, please, having. external microphone for the top of this camera because when I'm walking down a road like this, all you can hear is the cars driving around and the surrounding sounds. You can't really hear me speaking. So it was actually really weird today. When I went riding, there was no pain in my legs. It just felt like I was going out for a bike ride with fresh legs. But then after the ride, like now, I'm just so stiff when I walk. Like when I try and tense my leg here, the pain is just so bad. It's the exact same pain that I got in Thailand when I did the first run on my off season. But someone mentioned in the comment section that the first couple of sessions I just need to do bodyweight exercises, and that's probably where I went wrong. Trying to lift weights for the first session maybe isn't the best idea, although the weights that I did use weren't that big at all. But I want to end today's vlog by asking you guys a question. I'm thinking of doing like a Zwift group ride. Let me know in the comments down below if you've got a Zwift account. I haven't yet, and I'll only get one if there's a few of you guys and you're up for doing like a group ride one evening. We can meet up on Zwift, do an hour or two of riding, and I think it'll be really good fun. So let me know in the comments down below if you've got a Zwift account. But that's the end of the video for today, guys. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed today, please leave a big thumbs up, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow.